Hello, doctor. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been so tired you forget how dangerous that is? I walked into the ward that morning already hollow. I just finished a 24-hour shift. Maybe 30 minutes of sleep, total. If you could even call it sleep. The kind of exhaustion that makes your bones ache. That turns your brain into fog. That makes you forget you're a human being and not just a moving, signing, charting thing in scrubs. I smiled at my patients, answered questions, nodded like I was fine, but I wasn't. That's when it happened. One of the inpatients was due for antibiotics. Nothing unusual. I picked up his chart, read the name, calculated the dose, and hung the 4 bag. A nurse glanced over. She asked gently, "Doctor, did you double-check the dose?" I didn't even look up. "It's what he's been getting." "It's fine." She hesitated, but I looked confident. So she moved on, and I moved on. 30 minutes later, he couldn't breathe. His face turned pale. Heart rate skyrocketed. Oxygen saturation dropped fast. Everyone rushed in. Oxygen. Fluids. Crash cart. I stood frozen. Because I knew. I knew it was my fault. I'd missed a note. His dose had been reduced 24 hours earlier because of worsening kidney function. I didn't see it. I didn't check. Not because I didn't care. Because I was too tired to think clearly. That dose could have killed him. Almost did. He stabilized eventually. He doesn't know how close he came. But I do. And I'll never forget it. I went home that night and just lay there awake. Not because I couldn't sleep. Because I was afraid of what it meant that I didn't even feel scared in the moment. That's what haunted me. I wasn't just tired. I was burned out. So depleted, I had stopped feeling. And that's what burnout looks like sometimes. Not dramatic tears. Not quitting in a blaze of emotion. But subtle shortcuts. Skip steps. False confidence covering deep exhaustion. Doctor, if you're brushing things off, if your memory's slipping, if you catch yourself thinking, it's fine just to move on, pause. You are not weak, but you are at risk. Sleep is not a luxury. Fatigue is not a badge of honor. Burnout isn't strength. It's silence, and one day it might cost too much. I've learned to say no, to step back, to admit when I'm not okay, even when it's uncomfortable, because the next time might not end in recovery. And I'd rather speak up than live with that kind of regret. If you've ever had a moment like this, one that made you question who you're becoming, you're not alone. Send your story to clinicconfessions@gmail.com. Someone out there needs to know they're not the only one. And if this helped you feel seen, subscribe for more real stories from behind the stethoscope. We're building a space where honesty is healing. Clinic Confessions, real stories from behind the stethoscope.